I was unable to pay him child support for a child that I was caring for. I was the one taking care of his daily stuff, on top of having to pay a man child support that he's not staying with. You ain't getting shit.
If you love content like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more courtroom drama. Now, let's get into this case because it's about to get intense. We've got a mother who flat out refuses to pay the child support she legally owes. And trust me, things get messy. She throws out excuse after excuse, but in the end, she completely breaks down. Meanwhile, the father stays calm and collected, handling it like a pro. Even his friends jump into the Zoom call to back him up. But here's the real kicker. This mother already lost custody, and now she's trying to dodge the $3,000 she's supposed to pay. The tension keeps building, and it only gets wilder as the case unfolds. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, but for now, let's dive in.
Has the mother made any direct payments to you for the support of the children?
No, sir.
Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to the court as it relates to this case?
No extra information. Well, you know what? She did. My son did run away when he was in the summer of before he turned 18, and then he went to go live with his brother. So that would that's what he did, and so he's lived with his brother for I'd say about 7-8 months. I can't remember the exact time. It's been a long time.
It's been a year.
And did you agree during that time frame for the child to live with someone else?
Yeah,
No.
to live with his brother.
No.
Ms. Hagwood, no one's asking you a question right now.
And just to confirm, sir, about how long did the child live with the other sibling?
It's about 7 or 8 months, I believe. I'm kind of off. Like I said, it's been a very long time.
Ma'am, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Sherry Ann Baldwin.
I'm sorry, is your last name also Hagwood?
That's my maiden name, and it's Haygood.
Haygood. Okay, thank you, ma'am. As it relates to the child support judgment, the state has calculated that you owe a total of $2,367.20 as of March 31st, 2024. I'm requesting that you pay that back at $150 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
No, sir.
Explain to the court why you're not in agreement to the amount that you owe.
Well, I got a phone call.
Do eyes, it just me, or does Sherry Hagwood give off some serious energy in this hearing? The judge is clearly fed up with her. She even interrupts the father mid-sentence. And can we talk about the guy's friend in the bottom right corner? Just chilling, watching the chaos unfold. It's low-key hilarious. But what do you guys think? Drop a comment, because to me, this is pure entertainment. You can tell from the father's expression that he's got nothing to hide, while she keeps cutting him off, twisting the story to her advantage. But enough talk. Let's jump back in and see what else she has to say.
2022 from my oldest son, who is, Lewis isn't the father, Dylan Haygood. And he told me that my son Lewis is there. He's been thrown out. And he doesn't know what to do. So I start helping. Lewis comes over here and he's staying with me for a few weeks. He's staying with his brother. And then finally he moves in with me April 1st of 22. And he's been away from his father ever since. Me and his brother's been caring for him, his eyeglasses, his doctor's appointments, getting him to court. I have documentation from the court stating that he was with me and his brother, probation officers that are willing to whatever y'all need them to write up. But I was unable to pay him child support for a child that I was caring for.
And during that time, thank
That's
you, ma'am.
just,
Thank you, ma'am. And during that time frame, when the child started to reside with you, did you petition the court to change the child support to reflect
Yes,
that
sir.
the child was living with you?
yes, sir. I called y'all immediately and I emailed the court paper that I had stating that he was living with his brother. And then I went and got the lady told me to do this.
Ms. Haygood?
The whatever child support officer I spoke with told me to go file this with the courts, and it's my name is Sherry Ann Baldwin. I am the mother and the child of Luis Mendoza. He has reside with me since April 1st, 2022, and is currently residing in Johnson County, and it's signed and dated.
Again,
And then,
Ms. Hager,
pardon me,
the question that was asked is, did you petition the court to change the child support amount? Now, did you file a paperwork stating that the child was living with you? My question was, did you petition the court to request that the child support be changed to reflect that the child was residing with you?
yes, sir, I did.
What's their case number, ma'am?
Well, I called y'all and told you that he was living with me and not the father. She told me to send in the paperwork that I had, so I did. And then she said she had 190 days to contact the father and that y'all would get a hold of me. And then she said that they froze the funds. And
I'm calling it. This is pure BS. She's either completely clueless or just playing dumb. Seriously, refusing to pay child support is not a strategy. If she wanted to change the payments, she needed to file a motion with the court. Ignoring it, that just makes things worse. The amount keeps stacking up, and she's digging herself into a deeper hole. The father mentioned the child moved in with his brother, but even then, she should have gone through the proper legal process. Nothing she's saying really adds up. Let's see if she has anything else to say, because right now, her story is full of holes. Time to jump back in.
And as it relates to the medical support, ma'am, the state has calculated that you owe a total of $849.32 as of March 31st, 2024, and requesting that you pay that back at $50 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
no, sir,
And could you explain to the court why you're not in agreement to paying that amount?
because I feel like I was the one caring for his needs. I was the one taking care of his daily stuff on top of having to pay a man child support that he's not staying with. I don't have extra money like that. I can't be taking him to the eye doctor and to appointments and feeding him and clothing him and paying him his father child support.
And just to confirm, ma'am, when you say that you're paying the father child support for a child that's residing with you, when exactly did you pay those amounts to the father?
I have documentation of every child support payment I ever made, and I have documentation of it.
And ma'am, were
And
you able to review the
pardon?
report that was provided on the screen as it relates to
I
the
couldn't
child
really
support payment?
see. I couldn't really see, but
And
I
would you like for me
stopped
to
paying
so that
after April
April of what year, ma'am?
22. I stopped paying, and that's when I went and got the documentation that he was living with me full time.
All right, we have to understand one thing. The Attorney General's office is not the court. You can ask the AG's office to do a lot of stuff. You can ask them questions. You can ask them to file something for you that might help you.
Love that the judge is calling her out on this nonsense. I mean, they divorced nearly a decade ago. How does she still not understand that child support changes have to go through the court? It's basic common sense. You'd think she'd know better by now. She's been trying to keep it together, but in this next part, she completely loses it. And trust me, the judge is about to put her in her place. Let's see how this unfolds because she's about to have a full meltdown, and the judge is not here for it. Let's get back into it.
If you don't file anything with the court, then it's almost like nothing ever happened because the AG has discretion to do what they like, which means they could file something or they could not file something. They didn't file anything. Separately, what you're supposed to do is file something with the court, and nothing was ever filed with the court. I don't work for the AG's office. The judges in the courthouse don't work for the AG's office. So you can tell me all day long that you talk to the AG's office, but that's not the court. So I can't modify your order. You were responsible to modify your own order if the AG didn't want to help you, or if you wanted to do it on your own. It's very simple to do, and that hasn't happened. So you owe these arrears. It's a very small amount. You owe the full amounts that are owed. You decided not to make payments. So you owe $2,367.20, payable at $150 a month, and medical support arrears of $849.32, payable at $50 a month. If there's money on hold, then they will try to forward that towards those amounts. And then if there's any remaining balance, then those are the monthly payments. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You ain't getting shit. You
Hey,
ain't
good.
getting
You want me to find you in contempt of court? Ms. Haygood, I can fine you $50 for contempt of court for cussing in my court. So please, don't act like a child. We don't need
I
that.
thought I was off. I thought I hit the button. I'm sorry.
Okay, be respectful. All right, y'all can press leave to exit out, please.
That was straight up embarrassing. And honestly, I doubt she's going to pay a single dime. This case happened a while ago, and I couldn't find any updates. But let's be real, she's probably just ignoring the order. And here's the thing, after watching the whole case, I'm not even sure the father should get the full $3,000. Maybe half, since the child wasn't living with him. Either way, she was completely out of line. Talking like that in front of a judge, even on mute. Wild. And that $50 fine for her outburst. Honestly, it should have been way more. She straight up told the judge she wasn't paying. No wonder she lost custody. But that's a wrap for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be replying to all of them. And if you like this, make sure to subscribe. I'm grinding to put out as much content as possible because I love reacting to these insane cases. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care.